Very good morning, students. You are once again welcome to 12th standard accountancy subject. So before that you will see one quotation. See, the capacity to learn is a gift. The ability to learn is a skill. So the willingness to learn is a choice. So always you try to learn by willingness. Okay, not by compulsion. So I hope that you understood this quotation. So as we discussed already, cash flow statements. The first one is cash flow from operating activities. You discussed very well, correct? So now we are moving for second important one, cash flow from investing activities. Here what is the meaning of investing activities? Nothing but investing activity of an enterprise or acquisition and disposal of the long-term assets. So mostly related to purchase of assets and sale of assets like that. So other investments not included in cash equivalents. Okay. So the cash flows from investing activities shown separately because it shows the extent to which investments have been made for resources for generating revenue and cash flows in future. So that is very, very important for cash flow from investing activities. It is ascertained by analyzing the changes in fixed assets and long-term investments. Long-term investments meaning non-current assets is coming under non-current assets in the beginning and at the end of the year. So that is the main idea for the cash flow from investing activities. Correct. So now we are going to discuss the format of calculation of cash flow from investing activities. So this you can easily understood by this. See here, what is the cash flow from investing activities? We mentioned under A. So proceeds from sale of tangible or intangible fixed assets. So what is the proceeds? Nothing but sale of our tangible assets. So tangible assets you know very well. You can touch and feel like land, machinery, plant, like that. So intangible also goodwill, patent trademark like that. So proceeds from sale of tangible or intangible fixed assets. So it is a cash inflow, one of the cash inflow. Similarly, proceeds from sale of investment. The sale of investment also cash inflow. Okay, so then loans and advances, short term or long term, repayment received. So once already you have given loans to anyone, so later on they can repay the money. So that's what also here cash inflow, correct? So repayment received, receipt of income. Okay, then the receipt of income from investments. Nothing but non-current and current investments other than marketable securities. That is also one of the sale proceeds. You can get the cash inflow. Then rent received from property held as investment. Correct. So whenever you have any houses, you will get the rent. So the rent is coming under here, rent received from property held as investments. Then dividend received on shares. So you bought any shares from the other companies, naturally you will get dividend. That is also one of the cash inflow here. We will show your investing activity. So any dividend received, you have to show under investment activity. Correct. Then interest received on debentures. So debentures also here. Here interest received on debentures. Any interest based upon the debentures, here will show as a cash inflow. So discuss the cash inflow for, so one is proceeds from sale of tangible or intangible fixed assets, then proceeds from sale of investment other than marketable securities, then loans and advances, thereafter receipt of income from investments, thereafter current investments other than marketable securities, correct. Then rent received from property held as investment, then dividend received on shares, then finally interest received on debentures. So we discussed as on now cash inflow. Now going for the cash outflow. So what way our cash gone out? So cash used is nothing but cash outflow, investment activity. So naturally payment for purchase of tangible or intangible fixed assets. So naturally, when you sale of tangible assets, similarly, the purchase of tangible assets also possible, correct, for improvement of our business, expansion of our business. So payment for purchase of tangible or intangible fixed assets coming under cash outflow. Then payment for purchase of investment. So we are going to buy the investment. That's also cash outflow of the example. So non-current and current investment other than marketable securities. Then similarly, loans and advances given. So again you want to give the loans and advances for the other parties. So naturally it's coming under cash outflow. So these two together as a cash inflow separately we discussed the total. Then cash outflow, the payment for purchase of tangible or intangible fixed asset. Then payment for purchase of investments. Then loans and advances. All three together coming under cash used, nothing but cash outflow. So what is C here? The A and B. So what is the C here? Suppose the cash flow from A is more than B. So that is called naturally cash inflow is more than outflow. That's what here. So the cash flow from if A is more than B, it is coming under more cash inflow. Or if you, so when you say cash used, naturally B is more than A. So that is the investing activity. So it depends upon the cash inflow and cash outflow. The difference is maybe it is called cash flow from investing activity or cash used in investing activity. Okay. So that's what the format here. So once again I will show you the format here. You can easily understand for preparation of separately for cash flow from investing activities. Correct. So investing activities is very important one. Once understood cash flow from operating activities, naturally cash flow from investing activities is very easy to identify what is cash inflow and what is cash outflow. Correct. Then we will discuss one example here. See here, from the following information, calculate cash flow from investing activities. See here they given the problem, particulars. Okay, machinery at cost. So naturally at cost means here only the cost price of the machinery, not included depreciation. That's why the accumulated depreciation they shown here separately. Correct. So closing balances 4,20,000 for machinery at cost, opening balances 4 lakhs. Then accumulated depreciation 1,10,000, opening balances 1 lakh. Then patents also they given, closing balances 1,60,000 and opening balances 2,80,000. Okay, additional information they given. So during the year, the machine costing 40,000 with its accumulated depreciation of 24,000 was sold for 20,000. Okay, that's all the first additional information. Second one, patents written off were 40,000 and some patents were sold at a profit of 20,000. That's what they given. So now we are going to prepare cash flow from investing activities. Okay, so first one, how to prepare the cash flow from investing activities. From the information, so basically here you already know we have to prepare machinery account and accumulated depreciation account and patent accounts also. Okay, 3 accounts going to prepare. So here as information they clearly given 24,000 was sold for 20,000. That's what the machinery. So first one easily you can understand how much machinery is sold. That's what the proceeds from sale of machinery. You can directly enter from the available information 20,000. So thereafter you're going to prepare machinery account. See here, working notes, machinery account. Then only you can able to understand. So what is the missing item here? Correct. So machinery account. So as you know from the available information, I will show you once again here. See here, machinery opening balance 4 lakhs, closing balance 4,20,000. Okay, so that's why accordingly we're going to write machinery account here. See here, 2 balance brought down 4 lakhs. That is the opening balance. Then buy balance carried down 4,20,000 here. That is the closing balance. Okay, so during the time how much we sold. So by bank they written here sale of machinery. Okay, that's what you know already from the available information. Correct. So that's you entered here. Proceeds from sale of machinery 20,000. Thereafter we are going to calculate. See again once again during the year the machine costing 40,000 which accumulated depreciation of 24,000. So here we want to know at the time of sale what is the cost of the machine. So 40,000 minus 24,000 naturally what's the difference we get it. That is the cost of the machinery. Correct. That's what the working notes we are going to discuss here. See here from the working notes. So how we will going to calculate. So sale price we know 20,000. So what is the book value? 40,000 after depreciation 24,000 we will get 16,000. So value of the machinery at the time of sale. So naturally 4,000 it is a gain or profit on sale of machinery. Correct. That 4,000 you have to mention here. See here to gain. profit on sale of machinery 4,000. Similarly, what is our depreciation? See, by accumulated depreciation account 24,000. Okay. Then machinery closing balance early return here 4,20,000. So naturally, what's the difference here? The difference see here 4 lakh you credited here sale of machinery. So machinery bank account to machinery account. So by bank 20,000 and depreciation you mentioned here 24,000. Thereafter our closing balance 4,20,000. So what is our total here 4,64,000. Similarly 4,64,000 here. So the difference is here 60,000. That is called purchase of machinery. So machinery account to bank. So you will show as a balancing figure. This 60,000. Okay, here we got 60,000. That 60,000 you have to mention here. See, payment of purchase of machinery. Okay, so we got the missing figure here. Purchase of machinery. How you know that? By preparation of our machinery account. Correct. That's what the first idea here. Why you are going to prepare the machinery account. And similarly, move for our accumulated depreciation account. As you know, accumulated depreciation account. As you know already. See here, I will show once again from the problem. Pick up from the problem here. See here. As you know, accumulated depreciation, opening balance 1 lakh, closing balance 1,10,000. Okay. So how we are going to post in the accumulated depreciation account? See here. Accumulated depreciation account. We have to write the heading. Working notes number 2. The continuation of our fixed asset machinery account. Accumulated depreciation account. So to machinery. So before that, by balance brought down. That is opening balance 1 lakh here. Then we have to write to balance carried down 1,10,000 closing balance. So that's what your first duty you have to write opening balance, then closing balance. Similarly, you are going to posting the accumulated depreciation account data to machinery account. This 24,000 is taken from this account, correct? This machinery account. This 24,000. Okay. This is the posting here, correct? Depreciation, accumulated depreciation account 24,000. Okay. To machinery account, correct? That's what you are posting here. By to machinery account, correct? 24,000. You are posted 24,000. Naturally, we get the balancing figure. That balancing figure is what? That is the depreciation account for the during the period, the 34,000. This will going to show in our cash flow from operating activity. Here the only idea how you are closing our accumulated depreciation account. That's what a preparation of the machinery account. You have to prepare the machinery account and accumulated depreciation account. Correct? See here, accumulated depreciation account. So from these two account, you going to learn that you get it payment or purchase of machinery. That's why working out number 1, 60,000. Then the patent accounts you are going to prepare. As you know already, patents account they given opening balance 2,80,000, closing balance 1,60,000. For that they given the one more additional information regarding patents. Return offer 40,000 and some patents were sold at a profit of 20,000. Okay, so going to write off the 40,000 patents. Then similarly, we sold a profit of patents 20,000. How you are going to give effect in open a patent account. So when you open a patent account only, you know the effect given. See here again. As you know, patent account opening balance 2,80,000, closing balance our 1,60,000. Similarly, as you know already, they said what is the gain? So they gain on profit on sale of patents 20,000. They already given. Okay. Then they are going to write off the 40,000. Correct. Additional information that we want to show here by amortization account. This will show in our statement of profit and loss account. This 40,000 goes to where? So when you are going to prepare cash flow from operating activity, there you are going to show this 40,000. Okay. Then I will show by bank. So that's what our sale of our investment. Correct. So investment. Bank account data to investment patents account. Patents account. So bank account data to patents account. That is a balancing figure 1 lakh here. Here your missing figure is our sale of patents. So now for that when you are preparing patent account, opening balance, closing balance, then you are write off the patents, then how much gain you got it. Naturally here you get it the sale of the patents 1 lakh. Okay. So that 1 lakh are going to mention here. Our main statement. See here. So proceeds from sale of patents, working note number 3. Likewise 1 lakh going to prepare. Okay. So that's what your cash flow from investing activity. So what is the net effect here? Correct. So as a 1 lakh then 120. So total inflow 20,000, 1 lakh 120. When you minus it 60,000, naturally you get it how much? 60,000. That's what here cash flow from investing. So here the inflows is more than the cash used. That's why here you want to show here cash flow from investing activities. Correct? Okay, so 60,000. Cash flow from investing activities 60,000. Okay, so 1 lakh so inflow, 20,000 also inflow. So 20,000 plus 1 lakh, 1 lakh 20. So we're going to deduct our cash outflow purchase of machinery. We get 60,000 as a cash flow from investing activities. Okay, now moving for another example. From the following information, determine cash flow from investing activities. So here also they given the two balances. Here opening balance as on 31st March 2019. So it's investment at 10%, 2,50,000. So opening balance. Then similarly closing balance 5 lakhs, 31st March 2020. Then fixed assets here. Opening balance 8,75,000. Then similarly here 11,90,000 closing balance. So here additional information you are very carefully to read. So half of the investments held in the beginning of the year are sold at 10% gain. So that's what they given the investment information. Okay. So directly not given how much we sold, that we are going to calculate. That's why they given the clue, half of the investment held in the beginning of the year. Okay. Then depreciation on fixed asset they given 1 lakh for the year. Okay. Then interest received on investment 35,000. Then dividend received on investment 25,000. So from this available information, going to prepare. Again, you have to write like this. Okay. So cash flow from investing activities. So as you know already, first one we are going to calculate for the proceeds from sale of investment. Correct. That's what the first half of the investments were in the beginning of the year sold at 10% profit. We are going to calculate for that. See here. I want to open investment account first. Okay. So as investment account, as you know already, opening balance, to balance brought down 2,50,000. Okay. Then by balance carry down 5 lakhs. So first we have to write opening balance, closing balance. Now we want to know how much we sold. Correct. So for that, see here from the information they said half of the investment sold with a profit of 10%. See, sale proceeds of investment from the beginning of the year. So beginning of the year is for 2,50,000. So that's what our investment. Okay, that investment 50% is how much? So 1,25,000. Okay, then 10% of that 1,25,000. What is the profit? 12,500. So 1,25,000 plus 12,500. So we will get it. How much? 1,37,500. That's what your sale of investment. See here, 1,37,500. We want to post that in the investment account. So bank account data to investment account. So by bank account, we want to mention here 1,37,500. Okay, similarly, we know already the profit is here how much? Sale of investment. So gain on sale of investment 12,500. Okay, so investment account data to gain. So whenever gain, debit side, whenever loss, credit side. Correct. Now you can easily understood. So when you add it together, credit side 6,37,500. When you do it here same as 6,37,500. Here the missing figure is investment account data to bank. So your purchase of investment 3,75,000. So from this investment account, you get it. Missing figure is what? Purchases account. That's what your balancing figure. So you want to show like this. So while preparation of investment account, you'll get 3,75,000. Okay, that's what the purchase of investment 3,75,000. So why it is in the bracket? We want to show in the bracket because it is cash outflow. Okay, so here two information. One is proceeds from sale of investment 1,37,500. That information we got it. Similarly, the purchase of investment. So it is a cash outflow. We have to show in a bracket. See, 3,75,000. Then going for the next one. Fixed asset account. Okay. So we are going to prepare fixed account. We want to know what missing figure is available here. As you know already, see from the available information, see here, they given opening balance 8,75,000. Then closing balance 11,90,000. Regarding the fixed asset, so what is the information they given? They given depreciation on fixed asset was 1 lakh for the year. Okay. So for that, we're going to prepare fixed asset account. Okay. Fixed asset account. Okay. So as you know already, so what is the Opening balance, true balance brought down 8,75,000. Then closing balance, buy balance carried down 11,90,000. So as you know already, depreciation they given clearly. So that you are going to posting here. So buy depreciation account, correct? That's what the depreciation account attached to fixed asset account. That's why buy depreciation account 1 lakh. So naturally you get it the missing figure here. 4,15,000. Now, so when you total it here, 12,90,000, here also 12,90,000. So naturally the purchases, fixed asset account data to bank. That's what our missing figure purchases. 4,15,000. Okay. So from the preparation of the fixed account, we got it. Purchase of fixed asset 4,15,000. See here. Purchase of 4,15,000. So here is you have to show in a bracket, correct? So here bracket. See I forgot to show it here, but actually it is in the, we want to show in the bracket. Okay, I will highlighted here, it is in the bracket. Okay. Because of the cash outflow, purchase of fixed asset, it is in the bracket. Okay. Then as you know already, interest received. So one of the cash inflow on investment that you shown directly, interest received 35,000. Okay. Then dividend received also they given directly, we can show as a cash inflow 25,000. Okay. So here what is the idea here? So two cash outflow. One is the purchase of investment, then purchase of fixed asset. So when you add it, this is the more one. Okay. Cash outflow is more when compared to cash inflow. Cash inflow only the proceeds from sale of investment 1,37,500. Then you want to show the two inflow. I will make it bracket here. Okay. So that's what here two inflow. One is proceeds from sale of investment 1,37,500. Then two outflow. One is purchase of investment 3,75,000. Then purchase of fixed asset 4,15,000. So outflow again, inflow is what? Interest received 35,000 and dividend is received 25,000. Okay, when I add it first, so this is two cash outflow 3,75,000 and 4,15,000 become. Okay, so naturally now 3 plus 4 7, then 7,90,000. So minus, you have to deduct our cash inflow. So naturally you get it. Cash usually is more. That's what in the bracket we want to show here. The cash usually in investing activities is 5,92,500. We want to show in a bracket. Anyway, I will highlight once again here. That's what the idea here. For this problem, we're going to discuss, we want to prepare, okay, we want to always, whenever the investing activities they given, so you want to prepare the asset account. We discussed already how to prepare the asset account. See, again I'll show you the investment account, we're going to prepare. From this investment account, we got it. One is purchases, so missing information, correct? Then sale of investment, they are not given directly, they given the clue. From that information, we mentioned sale of investment, we got it, how much you purchased. Similarly, okay, that's what this problem. So fixed asset account, we got it, our purchase of investment. Okay, the two things we discussed, that's what the continuation in between. One is investment account, we prepared for that, we got it our purchases 3,75,000. Similarly, so while preparation of fixed asset account, we got it purchase of fixed asset 4,15,000. That's why, so always in investment activities are going to prepare asset account, then similarly accumulated depreciation account, then wherever the additional information given accordingly, you want to open the asset account, correct? That's why it's very, very important. For the working notes here, very, very important. Okay, that's what I clearly mentioned here. You want to do like this. Okay, so working note number 1. So accordingly, how you got it, this amount, then working note number 2. Likewise, you want to prepare. Okay, that's what. Once again, I will show you the format of investing activities. So please remember that it is very easy when compared to cash flow from operating activities, correct? So here the only thing you want to know, what is our cash inflow. See the format, I will show you once again. So what is the cash inflow? Mostly the purchase of assets and sale of assets, correct? That's what the cash inflow naturally sale of assets and investments. Then any interest and dividend received. So naturally what is the outflow? Again, the purchase of our assets and the investments, correct? Loans and advances. That's what the only idea here, very easy one and compared to cash flow from operating activities. Once you understood cash flow from operating activities, so investing activities is very easy. Okay, that's what I hope that you understood these two problem. For that, you want to work out. So what are the available problem in our NCERT book exercise? Accordingly, you have to work out. So any doubt, note down or call me for clarification then and there. So what is my request? Always prepare worksheet whenever you see the videos. Okay, so when you postpone your work, naturally it is accumulated. Okay, so I hope that you all submitted your worksheet. Okay, required by our school. So I hope that you all submitted all your worksheet. So based upon that, continuously you recollect all your information. For that, for this video, we are going to discuss the financial, the investing activities, a very important one. Okay, so for that you please work out. Okay, so I hope that you are watching. Thank you for watching. So the presentation, whatever today's video. So accordingly, you please work out the available exercise in our NCERT book. Okay, thank you.